All right, number 11, the volume V of a certain gas varies inversely with the amount of pressure P placed on it. And they want to know what amount of pressure is on the gas. So there are two types of variation. There's direct variation, and there is inverse variation. So direct variation is y equals kx, where k is just the coefficient of x. And then inverse is, instead of multiplying, we're going to be doing the inverse of multiply, which is divide. So y equals k over x, so that constant's on the top, or the numerator now. So we're going to use that second choice since it told us it was inversely. So now let's read it again using this formula. The volume V, so instead of using a y, we're going to use a V. So I'm going to say V equals, varies inversely with the amount of pressure P placed on it. So there I'm going to write my constant K over, instead of writing an X, I'm going to write a P there, because it's inversely with the pressure. And then it tells us that the volume of the gas is 175. Well, now I can plug in to my formula. Plug in 175 for volume, and then when 3.2 kilograms of pressure is placed on it, so I don't know my K, but I know my pressure is 3.2. So now I can just multiply by 3.2, multiply by 3.2, and then K equals 3.2 times 175 gives us 560. All right, so 560 would be our constant there, or our K. And now that we know that constant, now we can use that for the next part of our formula, which says what amount of pressure must be placed on 400 cubic centimeters of this gas. So now I'm going to write down my V equals K over P again, but now I actually know what my constant means. My constant is 560. So now 400, what amount of pressure must, so this is our volume. So I'm going to plug that in for V. And I'm going to solve for my pressure because I know my constant K is 560. So now if I want to solve for P, I am going to multiply both sides by P, and then that would be 400P. Notice I didn't just divide by 560 because that would mean P's on the denominator, which is not a good thing. So now equals 560, and now I divide by 400, and that would be P equals 1.4. And that's answer choice B. So again, you have to choose if it's direct or inverse variation. We chose inverse, and then we plugged in V and P into the formula. We solved for our K, and then we went back and plugged in that K value into our formula again with our volume and solved for our pressure. And that's how you do number 11.